In this video tutorial, we will show you how to set up your pipeline for Salesforce to Snowflake using Striim's Flow Designer templates. Through this process, we will show you how to use Striim to create both an initial load application and an incremental batch application to continue to move your data over to Snowflake as it's updated in Salesforce. First, we will set up your initial load application to get all of your data moved over to Snowflake. To get started, we will go to the Create App page in Striim. You can search for the correct source, in this case Salesforce, and target Snowflake. Select the appropriate template in Striim's Flow Designer. Configuring your source requires your API endpoint. You can authenticate using an auth token, or you can authenticate using Salesforce username and password credentials and keys. Once these are validated, you will select which Salesforce objects you are going to move. Now that you have your source configured, you will configure your Snowflake connection using JDBC with a username and password. Map your source and target under the Tables section. Once you have Salesforce and Snowflake configured, you can customize additional settings such as upload policies. Before deploying your application, check to see how many records you expect to be moved to your target. Then check Snowflake and verify that those records have not been moved. Once you have set your preferences and reviewed your source and target, we will deploy your application. Click the eye icon to preview the data stream, and then select Start App and watch as the initial load is completed in real time. In Snowflake, we will double-check that all events were written by running a query. You can view additional details about your initial load by reviewing the application progress page directly in Striim. Now that you have completed the initial load from Salesforce to Snowflake, we will create an incremental batch application. You will need to follow many of the same steps you did for your initial load application. Create your application using Striim's Flow Designer templates. Connect to your source and target following the instructions on screen. Once in your application, set the polling interval to 1 minute and verify the rest of the setup looks accurate. Now you will deploy and start your application, clicking the eye icon so that you can preview your data stream while it's running. Now, in your source you will run a query to show that no new events have occurred. Then verify that in your target, Snowflake. Then we will simulate events being inserted into the source to show that the application is moving events over to Snowflake in an incremental batch every minute. Watch as we insert new changes to the data set and see as the data is moved over to Snowflake. Through this sequence, you will see us insert, update, and delete records in Salesforce, and show you as those events flow through Striim and into Snowflake. In this video, you have seen an initial load and incremental batch application for a Salesforce to Snowflake pipeline created and running in just a few minutes. Thanks for watching.